Good morning and welcome again. How's everybody doing? Today is the first time I'm broadcasting on LinkedIn. I've never done that before, so it's quite fun. But I normally don't broadcast on all the other platforms that I'm on. Of course, to everybody on Groove Asia and iSummit, hello, how's everybody doing? And yeah, so what I've been doing this for the past few days, and what I've been doing is just having bite-sized conversations with people when it comes to focusing totally on communication. We can discuss about anything you want, not a problem whatsoever. But if you want to ask me questions or anything, put it in the comments. I'll try to answer them. But I try my best to focus solely on communication, because one of the things I do is I train a lot of people when it comes to communication and how to speak and how to present and stuff like that. And it's nothing to do with just this, social media and stuff like that. Communication is every part of our lives, every segment of our life. We have communication, and the lack of communication is the problems that we have these days. And the lack of communication, you see breakdown in projects and stuff when it comes to work. A lot of bosses come in and it's like, what's going on, the problems. Most of the time, if you boil down to the root problem, it's normally communication. People do not know how to communicate their ideas, their thoughts, their what they want from the from top to bottom. Okay, I'm not just talking about the people receiving the information, not communicating themselves while right and doing things wrong. I'm talking about sometimes bosses themselves don't know how to present their ideas and their vision to the team, and therefore that fails the whole entity. Everything just goes down the drain. So communication is always going to be key. That's why I believe truly in communication. I train companies, I train people, individuals online, and so on, so forth. But the biggest thing for me when it comes to communication is you have to be firm, be have a direction and know exactly what you want to try and communicate to get your ideas across. All right, so if you want to learn from me, no problem, you can just go to isummit360.com/tscc and learn from there as well. But if you want to find out more about me, you can go to my website jjonair.com, and we can chat. We can find out all kinds of different things. But back to the topic of at hand, what we're discussing today is a good voice needed to be a good presenter. A presenter, I'm not just talking about presenting on, like for TV or radio or anything like that. When I talk about presentation, I'm talking about in general, even in like when it comes to presenting your pitch to your clients or giving your ideas, a presentation to your boss. All right, is a good voice key? I won't lie, a good deep baritone voice always draws people in. Yes, of course, a good voice helps, but is it important? Is it the only thing? No, it's not. All right. Yes, we all know Morgan Freeman is the voice of God, and Morpheus telling you the red pill, the blue pill brings you in, and you go, I want one of the pills. You know what I mean? And the style of how to present, having a good voice helps, but here's the key when it comes to presentation, a lot of people don't realize, is your structure and how you present it is key. How you share your message, and how you structure it in a way where it brings people through the information so that they understand each part of it before you come to your conclusion, where you want them to agree or disagree or take action or do something. All right, so you have to take them on this little journey, like a roller coaster ride. All right, so a roller coaster ride, if it's just a flat ride, it's not a roller coaster ride. It's just a train ride, right? A roller coaster ride takes people up, down, dips, turn, corkscrew and all that. And why did they do that? Is to draw different emotions based on different situations. And you can do that with your presentation. So when it comes to your presentation, a lot of people, just deliver it, just facts, 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 facts. Yes, of course, facts are key to a good presentation. But delivering the facts, you got to know when to place certain facts so that people can input it. And you cannot just bombard them with facts constantly, like constant, like pile them up with facts so that they cannot absorb the facts that you want to give them. So you have to design your structure, design your presentation in a way where people get to consume it. First, you've got to, bring them in, let them understand what's going on. Then once they understand what's going on, basically the top line, the headline of it all, then go into more details, and each details have to be presented in a way where this is, we're going to discuss about this detail first. Please understand this detail. Okay, now here's the facts about detail. Okay, here's the conclusion about the detail, and then go on to the next detail. So the style of presenting is the key. All right, having a good voice is great. Having a good voice will bring you in. Having a good voice will keep people entertained to what you want to say, but it's not key. Substance is key. Having a good structure is key to make people, to hold people to understand what you want to talk about. All right, I've done this so many times. A lot of people like, hey, but I know some people, they've got this voice and that voice. Okay, back then when I started radio, there was this radio announcer called Fly Guy. And Fly will admit this, all right? Fly is a friend. He reminds me of Kermit the Frog, all right? His voice reminds me of Kermit the Frog, but he was an amazing presenter. Because his structure, his style, the way he presents, how he takes you through the emotions using his own voice. And please remember, your voice is like a tool. So, yeah, like think of a guitar, all right? A guitar is a guitar is a guitar, but there are good guitars, there are bad guitars. Of course, let's admit that, all right? The good guitars have deeper sounds and tones and stuff like that. But if you do not know how to play the guitar, you do not know how to do it properly, no matter what guitar you have, you won't do it right, all right? I give you an example. Like, give a novice the most expensive guitar in the world, it still won't sound great. But give someone who knows how to play guitar the worst guitar in the world, they still can make music with it. So the idea is knowing your structure, knowing how to present, knowing all the little tricks you need when it comes to presentation, all right? That will make you a good presenter, not your voice. Your voice is just a tool. Yes, it helps, but it's not the last thing. It's not the only thing. I've seen a lot of people shy away for presentation because they say, hey, my voice is not right. It's not your voice is not right. Your voice is okay, because if your voice is not right, nobody wants to talk to you. And I'm sure there's someone in this world who was willing to talk to you, right? So therefore, you know how to use your voice. But of course, how you use your voice, as in where you're talking from. Are you talking from up here? Are you talking from your gut down here, or is it deep? So those are different things you can do to speak, to bring people in, to draw people in, to have a conversation. All those things are key. All right. So if you understand that properly, you can present anything whatsoever. All right. It's presentation. When it comes to presentation, I always say the presentation, 50% of it is your structure and whatever. Sorry, 50% of it is your information and all that. Okay, 30% is your structure, then 20% of that is, of course, your skill, your extra skills that you learn. And the extra skills will make you shine above everyone else who don't have that skill. So that's why I do teach that skill. And if you want to know more about me and understand where I acquired the skills, well, I've been in the entertainment industry for the longest time. I've been on radio, I've been on TV, I've been an MC, I've been an actor, and I also have been in the corporate side. I've been a manager, speaking to clients, speaking to subordinates, training people. On top of that, I've been a creative director where I had to pitch my ideas to people. So those are all the different styles of communicating, right? So what I've done is I've boiled down all the little nuances, little tricks I've learned, and all the things that wouldn't work. I've cut that all away. I put it all into a little course and wanted to teach people in how to present. And of course, you can learn it for me live. I do have live classes, but if you want to learn it in your own space because you're shy, just go to iSummit 360, of course, iSummit 360/TSCC. You'll be able to learn from me. And I'll teach you all the different tricks to make you, first of all, understand how to present. first, and then coming up with the best structure when it comes to who you are, how to present, because each presentation, depending on what the outcome you want, is structured differently. So you have to know exactly how to structure this properly. And once you structure it properly, trust me, you can deliver any sort of message to anybody and still have a captivating of audience, even though you do not have a voice like Morgan Freeman. All right, so that's the key. Once again, if you got any questions, put it in the comments. I will address it. And when I say I address it, I will speak to you maybe tomorrow, day after. What we can do is I will make it a topic. Whatever you put in the comments, I'll read through it, because I'm broadcasting on all different platforms. I'll read through it and find out how I can create one of these little bite-sized pieces for you to understand and learn along the way, especially when it comes to communication. All right, but it can be I can address anything whatsoever, but like I said, I focus on communication. But once again, thank you so much for spending that little time with me, because like I said, I like doing this, but I don't want to ramble on for hours and hours. It's just a small bite size for you to consume and for you to understand that everyone starts from somewhere. Remember, it's not how deep your voice is or how great your voice is. It's how you use your tool, how you use your voice, how you structure it so that people, the story you're telling allows them to follow you with your information and reach the conclusion you want them to have. All right. So once again, thank you so much for chatting with me. Thank you so much for just hanging out. But put it in the comments. Keep this going on. Share this with someone who you believe could benefit from this, and we'll continue this conversation. And I'll catch you again the next time I come live, and with a topic that you want me to cover. All right. For now, see ya. Take care.